Good morning, welcome back to the channel, to a new video. It is Tuesday, no it's not, it's Thursday, the 21st of November. Just finished up my swim for today, and I'm going to be jumping out on the bike soon. Swim was amazing this morning. It was a speed session, so I did 2 sets of 8 by 50 meters, so in total 16 lots of 50 meters, with like a cool down bit in the middle, just to sort of freshen up a bit and get ready for the next set. And that was just with a 200 meter warm up and a 200 meter cool down. So in total it was 1200 meters. The whole thing took me about 37 minutes. But something really interesting happened, and I think I'd done the first set of 8 50 meters, and a lady who had been swimming in the lane next to me came up to me and said that, gave me a piece of advice. And basically what I was doing is I was going into the water like that, and she told me to go in like that, sort of slide your hand through the water and then pull back. And the results from that were straight away amazing. My average for the first set of 8 was somewhere around 110, 111 for each 50 meters, and then in the second block of 8, my quickest was 1 minute flat, which I've never ever done or got close to, but the average was about 104. So in general I saved 6 or 7 seconds instantly from this piece of advice that this lady gave me. So that's massive. Over 50 meters, that is massive. You know, that over a mile, that's like 4 or 5 minutes probably. No, maybe not that much, but a couple of minutes over a mile just from that one little piece of advice. And that's just her, you know, me instantly doing that. So once I work on that even more, you know, who knows where that's gonna take me. So that was amazing. I'm chuffed with that piece of advice. You know, could have paid a lot of money to get those 5 or 6 seconds improvement that she just gave me for free, and told me in about 30 seconds. So yeah, really happy with that, and I can't thank her enough for that piece of advice. So yeah, plan for today is just done the swim obviously. I'm getting out on the bike soon. I mentioned in the last video that the bike had a little issue, which was that it got into a hard gear and then couldn't drop back down. Took it back yesterday to Halford's to get that sorted, and they sorted it out for me. There was something, it just wasn't set up basically, wasn't set up properly, and I don't know enough about bikes to do that myself, so I took it back to them and they sorted that out, no problem. So that was great. So the bike's ready to go. I just need to adjust the saddle a bit and then I'll be ready to go on that. So it's like 9 o'clock in the morning now. I'm gonna head back, go out about 10ish. I had my breakfast before my swim this morning, which was a fuel protein breakfast drink. Anyone who knows me knows I like drinks for breakfast. I had that, and I had a Fiber One 90 calorie brownie. So it totaled up, my breakfast was about 450 calories. And then I've got a sugar-free Red Bull I'm going to drink before. I'm just going to sip away on a bit now. Might not finish it before my bike ride, and then have the rest after. And then yeah, going out for lunch later. But yeah, that probably won't be in the video. I shall finish the video up after the bike ride. Yeah, generally this video is just going to be a bit of a update on winter training really. Anyone who follows me on Facebook would have seen that the other day I ran again for the first time in about 5 weeks. Obviously I did my ligaments in my ankle. You would have seen that a couple of videos ago, and I wasn't running for a while, wasn't cycling for a while. I started cycling again in the last video a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, went for a run the other night, which was great. I love running. Running's something that's, you know, I've done from day one. It was obviously what I did before I started this part of the journey. You know, ran marathons and all sorts of crazy things. So yeah, I was chuffed to be back running, and yeah, the run was fine. Ankle felt fine. And it was something really good happened in that I was about halfway through the run and I sort of lost my balance slightly, and just wobbled a bit, and my ankle had the strength to keep me up, rather than what happened before, which was that my ankle was weak, and you know, I rolled over onto it, which was obviously did the ligaments in it. That's something that I didn't actually know, is that, you know, your ankle should be strong enough to keep you up, and if you're sort of falling over on a bit of uneven ground, it's because your ankle's not strong enough. It's not necessarily just because the ground's uneven. It's just that your ankles aren't strong enough. So definitely need to keep working on my ankles and making sure that they're all right, because I don't want this injury again. You know, that was 5 weeks. It's basically affected me for, you know, and this, I've got about 100 weeks to the Ironman, let's say. something around that, depending on which one I go for. So you know, that's a fair chunk. You know, what's that? That's about 2.5%. No, that's about 5%. What was I thinking? About 5% of the total training time gone on that little injury that I had. So you know, that you get 3 or 4 of them, that's 20% of your time gone. So yeah, definitely don't want to have this happen again. Do everything in my power to make sure that it doesn't, and the same with all injuries really. You know, I keep doing my strength and conditioning things that the coaches are setting me, and the physio chips in on now and again as well. And yeah, I'm so lucky to have such amazing people around me that I've got to listen to their advice, and you know, do everything I can to stay injury free, because you know that staying injury free is just massive. Anyway, I'm gonna stop waffling on. I'm gonna drive home. I'm gonna get ready for my bike ride, and I shall see you guys. I'm coming home, Savannah.
Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake?
Just got back. Thought before I head out on the bike, I'm going to give you you guys a little look at my Training Peaks account, which is where I log all of my training. I'm just going to show you the last couple of weeks so you can see where I'm at really. So let's take a look. Okay, so let's go back to the home screen. As you can see, the Cotswold Classic, my first half Ironman distance triathlon, is now 36 weeks away. Actually quite scary that is not that long. It'll be 30 weeks when we get to Christmas. You know, that's probably about a 14-week build up from the new year, and then we'll really start the block before that half Ironman. So yeah, that actually isn't that far, you know, when you break it down. So yeah, this is today's training here. So as you can see, I've just put in here is the swim I just told you about, 38 minutes, 1,300 yards or 1,200 meters. Just click onto it. It says there the amount of I don't know why it comes through in yards, but average of 255 per 100 yards. I think it works out an average of about 3 minutes 10 per 100, or 136 it was per 50, burning around 380 calories, which is great. Plus this bike ride is going to come to about 700 odd, something around that. So yeah, let's go back out of that and see there. It's just, my coach sets me my training here, so I'll show you this one again actually. So it just says down here in the comments what the session is. 200 meter warm up, 2 sets of 8 by 50 meter, fastest sustainable pace, 20 seconds recovery between each set, and then a 50-minute easy between the 2 lots of 8. So I did 8, had 50 meters easy, and did the other 8. It's easy to follow. So today, yeah, this is just an easy bike. There's no real comments. It's just a case of go and ride for half an hour. It's about all I've got in me at the moment. Obviously, I haven't rode a lot of bike recently, and it's my weakest discipline. This week, on a whole, so far I've trained 1 hour and 51 minutes. Planned is 2 hours 55 minutes. Let's go into the calendar here. So this is today. Let's go back to yesterday. Yesterday I did my strengthening exercises here. Didn't do the extra swim. Just didn't really have the time, and you know, felt like I'd done enough swimming this week, so gave it a miss and had a bit of a lie-in. Tuesday night I did, this is the run I was telling you about, 24 minutes, 1.5 miles. Go back to Monday, was a swim endurance session. So yeah, let's see this. This is my times that I did. Let's have a look at the planned session first. So it's 200 meter warm up, 6 by 200 meter repetitions, steady pace, alternate reps with and without pull buoy, 30 seconds recovery between, and then at the end I did 2 lots of 50 meters fast, 30 seconds recovery, and then just a 100 to finish off. Totaled up, I think it was 1,400 meters. So let's have a look here. So yeah, this is where I write my times for each effort. So this is the 200s here. See, the first one I accidentally miscounted and did 250 meters rather than 200. Wasn't really thinking straight at the time. And then yeah, all of these here are my times, very consistent. Fastest being 5:18 and the slowest being 5:27. It's really good for 200 meters. I'm happy with that. 5:20, I'd like to get them all under 5:20, which would be an average of 120 120 per 100 per 50. Yeah, that'll be an average of 120 per 50, which is a good average over 200 meters, I think, for me. So that's the goal for that session as we move forward. And then the two 100s at the end were 110 and 112. I was pretty beat up at that point, to be honest. I can do a bit faster than that, but it's not bad at the end of a session. So where are we? That was Monday. Let's head back to last weekend. I was away on the weekend. So my last session before that was Thursday, did the swim. Unfortunately, I had to miss the bike because the bike had an issue and needed sorting. Wednesday, I did an extra swim. Tuesday was strength and exercises, and Monday I did the swim and the bike, which was the last video you saw. So there's been lots of swimming and just getting going on the biking and running again. So yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time. The plan for the rest of the week: tomorrow I've got my strengthening exercises again, which is all sorts of different things, working on hips and ankles and yeah, everything really, calves. There is genuinely a bit of everything in there. So yeah, and then Saturday's a rest day normally, and I do my bike again on Sunday, but I can't do my bike on Sunday because I'm starting work early and working all day long. So I'm going to try and bring that bike forward to Saturday and get it done on Saturday. It's a bit of a longer week for me this week because, put it back to me now. It's a bit of a longer week for me this week because I've got lots of work on, and then it eases up a bit for me next week. I've got an extra day off next week compared to this week. So yeah, right, I've waffled on again. I'm going to head out on the bike now. See you guys out there. Bike ride's done for the morning. It's meant to be about half an hour. I finished up on about 23-24 minutes. I know my coach won't be too disappointed with that. It's about improving as a cyclist at the moment, and I've had a couple of issues on that ride. It was an amazing ride, probably my best ride ever, but the issues were that I set my saddle up a little bit too high, and I still couldn't quite get the hang of the gears. So I'm going to keep looking into that. Once those two things are improved, that ride, because it had gone on for an hour, you know, it felt amazing on the bike. So yeah, overall very happy, and it's a great training day. It's all about just improving at the moment, not so much in terms of fitness, but in terms of confidence and comfort and everything on the bike. So yeah, chuffed to bits. Yeah, just show you the bike now. So the saddle is set here. I needed to just come down a little bit because I could sort of, my toes were sort of just touching the floor like that, but I couldn't comfortably stop and put my feet down when I needed to. I had to lift my bum off the saddle to get off, which isn't the safest thing. So yeah, happy with that. Look into the gears, look into saddle height. I'm going to get a proper bike fit done at some point, but let's just get comfortable for now. I can worry about that in the future. Yeah, very happy. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Actually, I didn't tell you exactly how far I went. I went about 3 miles, and then out was quite hilly, and then back was flat. So the out took me about 17 minutes, the in took me about 6. So that's what made it so short. So I turned around on about 15-16 minutes, and expected it would bring me just short of half an hour, but it didn't. It was a lot short. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Happy with the ride. Let's just keep improving all the time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna go and get a bath now because it's freezing, and you know, actually I wore these new leggings today. These new cycling leggings, which were super comfy. I wasn't able to take the camera with me because I don't have a pocket like my shorts did. But you know, it's not the safest thing to be carrying a camera around with you when you're on the bike, even if you do, you record when you stop. So we'll look into that, maybe get a head strap so I can carry the camera with me when I'm on the bike. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I shall see you in the next one. Thanks for all the support. Head on over to Facebook and follow me on there for more updates. Yeah, enjoy the video, guys. Bye.